Hello everybody and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kat, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. I saw Evelyn was the first. Let me just get the comments up. Evelyn was the first one here. Welcome Evelyn. Thank you for joining me today. I think they're fun. I think they'll be different. I'm hoping they'll be different. I'm trying to move out of my comfort zone, so I might have to bring everybody else out of their comfort zone. Hello Kylie, welcome. Daylight savings didn't throw you today. The cards, same simple fun fold, just different ways of turning it into a Christmas card, I guess, is what I want to do today. I am a traditional. I like red, green, and gold. They are the Christmas colors. To me, Christmas is red, green, and gold. But just lately, I've been trying to bring myself into the 21st century and do Christmas a little differently and throw in a few more colors. So I thought today we'd have some fun with some colors and see how they work out. I've done them to my taste. You can take the same idea and do it to your taste. Hi, Barb. How are you? Hello, Maureen. I am well, thank you, Barb. I'm just going to flip you down. Ta-da, hopefully. And we can get started. There we go. Okie dokie. Let me move everything out of the way. This is today's card. A little bit crooked, did I? Sorry, I'm going to make someone dizzy or undizzy. There we go. And moving over this way a bit. That's right. Now you can see a bit more centered. Excellent. Still a little bit crooked. I've got a wobbly camera today. Never mind. This is today's card, and it's just a flip-flap card. Really simple and easy to make. You have probably made them before. That's not the fun fold, isn't what I wanted to do today. It was turning different things into Christmas cards. So we'll put this aside. I'll go over that for a minute. And using color. Now, you may not have noticed, but I am not particularly good with color. Which is one reason why I love Stampin' Up, because everything coordinates. If you get your paper pack, get your packet of DSP, on the back, it actually tells you, can you see the glares there? It tells you what colors are used in the designs in that paper pack, so you know what colors will go, what colors will match. So in this one, for instance, we've got crushed curry, darling duckling, which is a new in color, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight, old olive, peach pie, pecan pie, pool party, pretty in pink, and strawberry slush, which is a new in color. So you've got a lot of choice with colors for this packet. But if you're color challenged like I am, knowing what colors to use to coordinate or blend or match really helps, really helps. The other thing that really helps a lot that I use quite often is the color coach. And you might remember these from school, the color wheel from school. Well, this is sort of an updated version, and it has all the Stampin' Up colors, the regular core range of colors in there. And it's split up so that you've got triadic, which are colors that are evenly spaced. So you can see triadic there, the three evenly spaced, they all go together or they blend together. Then we've got the monochromatic, which pretty much explains itself. It's, colour on colour. Complementary, what does it say about complementary? Opposites attract. So with your complementary, there you've got complementary and complementary. So those colours, if they're opposites on the wheel, they will go together reasonably well or very well. Depends on your taste, really, I think. Colour is a personal thing. And then we've got this one, and I struggle with this word all the time. Analogous, or whatever. Anyway, and that's 3 colours side by side on the colour wheel. So any of these, let me see. So we've got the analogous range. So any of those 3 colours, if they're side by side, so Lost Lagoon, Coastal Cabana and Pool Party will go together. Coastal Cabana, Pool Party and Balmy Blue. Any of those 3 colours, if they're side by side, will go together. Move it around and you've got the same deal. With this wheel, it's really handy. If they fit within the slot, then you know you're in the right spot and it works. So if you struggle with colour like I do, the Colour Coach is an easy way to experiment a bit more. If you get a bit fed up with sticking to what's on the back of the packet, sometimes we do, and you'll find that today I've gone a bit rogue and not used exactly the colours that are on the packet of DSP that we're using. Doesn't matter, but the Colour Coach is in my online store. It's $21.75. It's a really nifty little thing. It's quite sturdy and it's really handy to come if you like playing with colour. So as I said, I'm trying to get out of my red, green and gold. So this one, we've gone Melon Mambo, Garden Green are the most of the colours. There's a little bit of yellow in there, which would be Darling Duckling. And I've used gold as the highlight. So it's a really simple card. I've gone ahead, I've already cut the bases for these. So we'll start with this one because it's really quick and easy. And I've gone rogue with this. And the card base is Melon Mambo. I am not really a bright colour person. I like pastels and soft colours, but this pink is so, so pretty. So we've got a card base, regular card base. It's 14.5 centimetres by 21, scored at 10.5. That's your card base. Then we've got our flap, and the flap is 14 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres, and you score it at 13 to make that little bit there. And all we do is grab our glitter glue and make sure it's working. A little dab will do. It's a bit like Brill cream, isn't it? This stuff clags up faster than, honestly, it must be the weather, because I was using it not 5 minutes ago. All right, we're going to put a little bit of glue on that flap. Just a little bit. And the flap is going to go on the inside of the card. So line it up, flip it over, and try and center it. Get it centered. And when you use liquid glue, you've got a bit of wriggle room, a bit of time to be able to do that. Yeah, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Just make sure, because we want it to go over the front. It's not quite centered, so let's, before it sticks, move it and try it. Move it and try it again. Alright, that's a bit better, so let's re-glue. Don't worry, you won't see it. try it this way might work better for me, which is the way I did it before. So why I didn't do it this way the first time. Get it centered, fold it over, push it down. Okay, and there it is there. Okay, that's the way you do it. How easy is that? Right, then we've got our mats that we'll put on. Now I'm using for this, I'm using floral paper, and it is out of this Floral Impressions DSP pack. It sort of has, if you're in Australia, they're sort of Australian colours, aren't they? Green, we've got the reds and so on. So we're going to flip it over. And this is actually strawberry slush on the other side, but I didn't want to do a strawberry slush card base. I think the deeper pink is more Melamombo. So let's stick this one down. Just like so. With your art glitter glue, a little goes a very long way. Turn it round, center it as best you can. And again, no, don't always get it exactly right, but let's go. And get my hockey puck and push it down. And then we've got the same for the inside. Normally, I would do a layer of white on the inside. Today, we're doing Designer Series paper. Now, this is another Stash Buster type card. If you've got half a sheet of Designer Series paper left that needs to be used up, or you've got little odd bits of cardstock that need to be used up, this is a great way to use them, because there's nothing to say this flap has to be the same color as the card base. It could be a contrast if that's what you've got. Alrighty. So far, so good. Now we're going to put the floral on here. So again, with the glue. Now I made these a long time ago, but I found this design again just recently on YouTube, and I cased it from Jennifer, I can't remember her name, but she does the stamp camp on YouTube. She's an American lady. I'm going to put DSP on the inside of the flap too. Now that's completely up to you. It's optional, you don't have to, but it just looks a little more finished. And make sure you've got your design. If it's a one-way design, make sure you cut it so it's going the right way. Now, so far, it's really easy. Anyone could do this because it's just a card base and then a flap and a couple of pieces of DSP. What I've done with this one is I've cheated a bit, and I dragged out my, what's it called? I always forget. Foiled frames, labels and ephemera. These are so, so pretty. Look, all different shapes. And they just pop out. They're gold foil. And on my second pack of these, I've used these a lot because they're really easy to do with the gold foil. So, for the inside, just to make it a little different, let's go with one of these. I think. Now, you will notice there is also another piece that you can use as a frame on its own or leave it attached to that. I quite like it like that. So that's that bit. Then, what are we going to put here, circle, or let's see, what have we got that would look nice? That would look nice. Okay, I'm going to go circle for the outside, and I will put a circle on the inside too. That's the part, the fun part of flaps. You can add bits, and we'll put another circle there. Alrighty, so now we need to stamp a sentiment. I've dragged out. I've taken some card sets, stamp sets, traditional labels, a little cheer, and delicate pines, just because it's got quite nice sentiments. But we want something to go on the front, and it needs to fit, because I might put that Merry Christmas on the inside like I did with the other one, just for you. I'm sick of that. That's not going to fit on a circle, but will it fit on that one? And perhaps that would go there. I've used the other square out of this packet, so wait. Oh, what's this one say? Where's that circle back again? Sorry, thinking. We could go Merry. Oh, that looks nice because it's sort of curved within the. Okay, so Merry and Bright on that one. I might put Just for You on that one, and then on the inside one we can do the Merry Christmas. Alrighty, done, easy peasy. We're not doing that, we're doing those. All right, let me get a, I'm going to use my stamping platform to stamp these because I've only got a few left and I don't want to make a mistake. So let me get the stamping platform and get everything lined up. And I think I will use Malamumbo ink because it's just so pretty. Ooh. Let me put my magnet up the top. Away. And line that up just like that. If you don't have a stamping platform, they are well worth the investment if you are like me and not such a good one-off stamper. All right, get some ink. Get up, you can't see, but I'm inking up. Stamping platform. Bring it down, and as always, just gently press, but don't push. Just hold it down and let the ink absorb into the cardstock. And it's a bit pale, so I'm going to give it another go, and because it's on the stamping platform it will be in exactly the same place, so I don't have to worry about lining it up. It will do it all by itself, and that's much better. Okay, I'm just going to put the lid on that because I'm going to put my hand in it. I just know. Get a wet wipe, give that a clean, and I'm going to, because I don't want to get it everywhere, pop that away before I lose it. Okay, that one's done and ready to go on the card front. Pick it up. Okay, where's the other circle? Same thing. Put the magnets down. The magnets just hold it in place. And bright. Let me see. You might not be able to see it centered. Play around a bit and make sure it's right. At the bottom, slide that up. Nope. There. Close the lid. Pick up the stamps. And we'll go again. It's like Mary moved. Mary did move. The cheek of it. Mary moved. It's not supposed to move. It's supposed to stay in the same place. Just so. It's better. Much better. We had a crooked Mary. Can't have a crooked Mary on our Christmas card, can we? Are you traditional colours for Christmas, or do you like modern colours, or do you just wing it and every year's different? Okay. Again, I'm going to close that ink so I don't get all over the place. And that's ready to go on the inside. Alrighty. Clean off the stamp. Pop them back in the stamp pad. Stamp box, stamp case. We're changing our stamp cases. Evelyn's usually red, green and gold. I know, it's just Christmas, isn't it? Evelyn, they're just Christmas colours, red, green and gold. And this one I'm going to do like this. Pop it in here. I'll stick one down here. And move it over a bit. And the Mary is slightly off center on purpose. There we go. Done. Maureen likes all colours, yeah. In our lounge room, I put up our big Christmas tree in the lounge room, and it is always red, green and gold. When the kids were little, I used to let them we had a little tree in the family room. Little tree, it was about 4 foot high. And I would let them decorate it. So often it was multicoloured, and it would have all sorts of things on it, which was fine. They loved it. We loved it. And so I've sort of kept that up. Lounge room's still red, green and gold, but often family room will be blue and silver. Last year I did pink and green, just because I felt like it. It will be the the non-traditional colours. Clean the stamp off. I do like this Merry Christmas. Such a pretty font. Such a pretty font. And it's nice and big, so you can use it for all sorts of things. Okay, Kylie says last year they were blue and green and natural, red, green and shades of white. That sounds nice. Someone said to me, how can you possibly, I can't pick that up. There we go. How can you possibly change your Christmas decorations all the time? And I think we don't actually get new decorations. We just reuse what we have in different ways. All right. That's going there. That's going there. So let's put this one in first. Here's the silicone sheet. I know there's a lot of black and white for Christmas this year. It's not quite my taste, but I have to say some of the things I've seen have been lovely. Okay. And again, I like to put them a little, just a teensy tiny bit more to the top than the bottom. It's, I don't know what it is. It's just a little more pleasing to the eye. This one we can pop here. It just has to fit. It can go anywhere there as long as it's hidden by the flap. So you can put it up the top, you can put it wherever, as long as it's hidden by the flap. And I'm just going to sit it there because that's where I like it. See, it's covered by the flap. This one can go on dimensionals and be popped up a bit because it's on the front. Go. I'll just pop it up like that. These frames, gold frames, brilliant. Saves a lot of die cutting, a lot of punching, and they're just pretty. That's just pretty. Again, just up there. Now, where did my gems go? Got gems here somewhere. Here we go. Back to these. These are so pretty. These are called Strawberry Slush and Pretty and Pink Gems. They're so, so pretty. And they come in a small, a medium, and a large, whatever those sizes are. And I've lost my, maybe this will do. So let's go with a, might try the paler pink this time. Down there. And maybe there. And a little fancy one. And your threes, of course. Try and make your, there we go. There you go. It's a Christmas card. It's just not red, green, and gold. Doesn't have a Christmas tree on it. Easy peasy. Alrighty, pop that away. Let's do the next one. The next one is sort of on track or on trend for this year's colours, the one I chose. And it is a black card base, but it has slightly more traditional design and slightly more traditional colours. So we'll see how it goes. Again, same card base. So we do the same thing with a little dab of glue on there. Made this flap a bit longer. Line it up over the front so that it's in the center. And fold it over put it down. There we go. So it's a shame to cover up that, but we're just going to cover it up with the back. So pretty. This pink. There's pink and there's a very pale blue or pool party colour in there, as well as the green and red and white. So it's a little non-traditional. There we go. We've covered up our flap. Now the other big one. Go like so. Outside. Actually, I haven't made anything in black, not a Christmas card in black ever, until a couple of weeks ago when I was playing with the Modern Christmas, and it's all in black. So we can put that there. So beauty. This does have it sort of has a one-way feel to it, this paper. I don't know whether it actually is exactly a one-way design, but it sort of has a one-way feel to it, just with the way the leaves go on some of the flowers. So we'll pretend it's one way. Get it centered. Sure. I've cut that flap a bit long. So let's get the little guillotine wherever it is and just chop a wee bit off. Looks better. Just chop a wee bit off. There you go. And we'll put this on the inside. That's the way I want it to go. Line it up. Sure it's square. Flip it over. Okay, now with this one, do we use the gold, use a gold foil? Ooh. I wonder if I've got any sort of that kind of covers up a lot of the paper, a lot of the pretty, doesn't it? Let's try this. Or let's see, I could punch. Get my punch, and it is roughly 2.5. Let's see if I've got the 2.5-inch circle punch handy. Oops. What are 2 3/8 might be, let's see, I've got some white cardstock. We'll see. And we could just add a frame to it. And then we can use a circle again. So let's see. Didn't punch out very nicely. That's better. That one's wobbly because I moved. Okay. I think I want a bigger one. I think. I got a bigger punch. I don't think I've got a bigger punch. That's as big as it goes. That's the biggest one. Oh, no, that's the same size. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like, shall we? Because we can play. We don't necessarily, because we can stick that down. Oh no. Oh, what else? What else? Hexagon, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Let's see. Maybe we'll do. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Right. So let me cut another piece of white for the inside. And we'll get another circle. Here we go. Let's see what that looks like. We can do that. Here we go. All right, and that can go on the inside. Oh, that's going to look pretty. That will look nice. I think I like that. I'm going to use black ink for the contrast of this. So I just put those stamps away and I want them again. Dopey Dora. I just needed to change the ink, didn't I? Alrighty. What did we have on the outside? Just for you. And on the inside we had Merry and Bright. But we could have something else because this set comes with quite a lot of words. Sending wishes, sending happy wishes. I'll stick to the Merry and Bright. Stick to the Merry and Bright. So I know it works. And there's the Christmas. It's Merry, there's Bright. Thank you, Jackie. Like so, but I'm going to do them in black because that's the contrast or the card base colour that's moving outside of my comfort zone. Okay, it's out of the way. Where did I put the stamp platform? Good question. I was just using it, so it can't have gone too far. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. And let's use a block. Nope. Okay. I'm going to put that on my silicone sheet just for a bit of give and a stamping. Now it's a circle, so it doesn't really matter as long as I ink it up really, really well. Really, really well. And put it down and let it sit, sink in. I think that's the secret of really good stamping. Let the paper absorb, or the cardstock absorb, the ink before you lift it. Okay. Let's try Merry and Bright. Do this. Get them in the position where I want it. Am I brave enough to try and stamp them both at once? That Merry needs to come down just a wincy bit. Almost touching. To be almost touching. It's better. If we don't like it, we'll flip it over. Again, ink it up really, really well. Maureen, I can lose, look, honestly, I can't even see it. And you know how big my space is, and I just had it, and it's gone. Crazy. There we go. So we'll stamp that and see how it goes. Woohoo! I like it, I like it. Now we're going to do Merry Christmas. And that's going to go on one of the bigger ones for inside. So we'll choose this one again. I like this shape. It's a really pretty shape. And it suits this nice big stamp too. I love this font. This font is gorgeous. So I'll try it this way this time. Merry. Let's go that way. Lift it up a bit. Go. I put the bigger stamp block. When you've got big stamps and a little stamp block, take the stamp block to the stamp, not the stamp to the stamp block. It's just easier. Make sure I've got it all covered, because some of those little squigglies, what are they called, serifs, are small. Okay, up the right way, put it down, make sure it's straight, and down we go. And we will just wait and wait and wait. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say, Dopey Dora, there is a 10 to 30% off kit sale on today. Oh, I love that. Oh, 10 to 30% off all the kits except the starter kit, which is already on sale. 10 to 30% off all our kits. Today, tomorrow, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6th, 7th, and 8th. There's percentage off all our kits, up to 30% off the kits. So there are card kits, there's decor, there are all sorts of kits in the store. So if you like a kit because it's easier, or you need a good Christmas present for a crafty friend, that might be a good option, because the kits are all inclusive, which means they come with everything you need to finish the projects in them. The glue dots, the embellishments, the dimensionals, absolutely everything in the kits. And I think Maureen is the queen of kit stretches, in that she can take one kit that might make 9 cards and she'll get 20 out of it, because she's really good at stretching them. Okay, I'm going to put this on first. Just to mix it up, let's put that on the inside. just like that. Now, with the gold, very carefully, tiny fine bead, because we don't want it to smush. And it honestly doesn't take much to make it stick. No. And I'm just going to smear it slightly with my finger. And run my finger there. Use that. And let's, oops, pop that over the top. Just like so. Just like so. There we go. Easy. Done. How easy was that? So, merry and bright, I'm going to stick down. No, I'm not. Oh, thought of another idea. Okay, I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to lay it in the circle, just like so. I'm going to get, I was trying to figure out whether I could put dimensionals on it, and I can, because I can do it this way. I don't have any big dimensionals, so we will use minis, but just overlap it. Now it'll probably take a few, and that's okay, because I've got plenty. Oh gosh, there we go. Is it a contrast? Is the contrast at your place today? Yesterday we were roasting hot. It was very warm yesterday, very warm and stormy. And today it's absolutely freezing. In fact, this morning I was almost tempted to turn the reverse cycle on and warm up. I just put my dressing gown back on. I swear the postman thinks I never get dressed. Every time he rings the doorbell, I'm in my dressing gown. I am dressed. I just put my dressing gown on over the top because it's warm when I don't want to put the heater on. And it keeps me warm and cozy. And that well. I really need to colour the backs so that I know, not only so I can find them on the floor, but so I know if I've taken it off. Here we go. Okie dokie. And there we are. Okay. Gem time, gem time. These are the gems that go with traditional sparkling sequins. These go with this paper. So let's see what we've got. Can't get it open. There we go. And green, red, gold, blue. I actually quite like the look of the green ones. I'm thinking green. We can always take it off if we don't like it. Getting up. Very carefully lift that one. And pop it closer up there. We go. Merry and bright. Just for you. Merry Christmas. Same fun fold, different cardstock. It is the traditional Christmas DSP, but the black's not at all traditional Christmas. How are we going for time? Okay, if I'm super fast, we'll get one more done in more another alternate colorway, and this is absolutely not to my taste. And it is Fresh Freesia is this colour. So again, we'll start by putting our flap on. Line it up in the centre there. It's about half. Oh, dropped it. Line it up in the centre, so it's about half. A bit more this way. Bit more, bit more, bit more. Let me see what it looks like on the front. Okay. A little bit more glue. I whacked it all off. Hold it. Down. There we go. That's done. Okay. This is really pretty paper, but not quite to my colour taste. I like the blues, the Misty Moonlight. Absolutely love blues. But purpley colours, mauvey colours are not to my taste at all. So we'll see how I go with this. And I've got this one on the front. These are super quick. The hardest part, honestly, the hardest part for me was deciding the what paper to use, what colour and what paper, especially when I was thinking, oh, this has to be Christmas, and I don't really do oops, I have to put a piece there to cover that up, non-traditional Christmas colours. So go. Into that. Okay. Now, what have I got left over here that we could use? We can always punch one. That's easy enough to do. Punch one out. I quite like, we do a double ovals. Do you think? Purple. Yeah, purple. Purple is my nemesis, Maureen. Purple is my nemesis. Okay. I don't have anything that's very I wonder if we could fold it a different way and have the sentiment going. Let's do that. Let's do that just to be different. All right. So I've got a long sentiment. I just saw it. Celebrate the season. It's really long. And I am going to, because I found I knew as soon as I'd stop looking, I'd find it. Found this. So let's get that and that. Let's line that up so it looks reasonably straight and centered. Down. And Fresh Freesia is a very, it's really quite pale. But I think that maybe Petunia Pop or Berry burst. Berry burst might be nice because that's closer to the darker centre. Let's try that. We're definitely going rogue today. Okay, now you can see that I've got quite a lot of this stamp is so skinny and long. Let's see. Don't push it down too hard so it squishes. We just let it sink into. Ah, look at that. Yes. Yay, team. Oh, that's pretty. You see? That's really pretty. So that's going to go on there like that. Yep, happy with that. All right, do I have another one of those for the underneath? Yes, I do. It's buried over here. Oh, that's really pretty. I am very happy with that. All right. Celebrate the season. Sounds like a nice thing to say, doesn't it? Let me clean off this. Put the stamps away, otherwise I lose the stamps, guys. Nearly lost everything. All right. I'll try this way so I can see what I'm doing. Celebrate the season. Yep. Ooh. Okay. There's a bit of shadow there, so I'm just going to make sure that ink does go. Just let it sit for a moment. And we'll push it down. Oh, very pretty. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, this is so much. Oh, going rogue is fun. Who says you need to stick to the plan? This is so much fun. I will do, I think, just wipe my fingers. I will still do. Right, let's get some glue onto this one. Lost my hockey puck. Okay. Celebrate the season. Don't want to raise that up. Okay, we did with the others, so why not? Let's get some dimensionals onto this. Fingers. Stuck to my finger. Ah, there you go. Okay. So you can see they're not quite traditional Christmas colours, but they are working for Christmas cards. Which is kind of nice, especially if you want to okay. Let's see if this will fit. I don't think it's going to. Botheration. Okay, what have I got? I've used all the really big ones. Okay. So we adapt and we cut a piece of white that will go in there. That's easy enough to do. Piece of white cardstock. There we go. I'm going to cut it down a little bit so that it's a wee bit smaller. I'm going to put that where I won't lose it, so I will find it. So it's 10. Let's put it down to 8.5 by 12.5. Okay, let's make it just a wee bit smaller. So let's make it 12 by 8. And we'll get some gold foil. Some gold foil cardstock and cut it down, which is right here next to me. Just happened to be. And we'll cut it down. Open a new packet. It's okay. You can open a new packet easily, Anna. Right. Maybe you can open a new packet easily enough. Scissors tonight. All right. So what did I say? 12. 12.5. What's that? 12. So maybe 12.5 by 8.5. Okay, 12.5. By 8.5. Okay. And I'm going to punch out my corner rounder. This one will do, I think. Nope. Use the other one. Punch out my corner rounder. Just round off the corners. It's better. Just for something a little different, we'll round off the corners. There we go. We'll do the same with the basic white. Righty. And then we will stamp Merry Christmas. Like that. Let me get the flickadoodie what's it. Like that. There's enough room to write a to and a from there. That's all we need. Inking up again. Ink, 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 ink. Put it down. There we go. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Clean off my stamp straight away because I have very bad habit of forgetting to clean off the stamps. Ash, chain ash. Oh, I think I might like that. Moving that out of the way. Just go in there like that. There we go. Gosh, the dimensional backing stuck to the nozzle of the glue. Good grief. Just like that. There we go. How's that for fun? Nothing like changing things up on the fly so that they look different. What else have I got? I've got more of those. But you know what? I've got these. These look pretty. These are Starburst sequins. Okay. Doesn't look like I've ever used these. So let's try some of these on and we'll see what it looks like. Because they are so cute and pretty. Right. Put one there. And there. And one just there. There we go. I like it. I really, really like it. I'm really, really pleased. So there we have our cards. This is what we started with. Clear up some of the stuff so that we can see everything nicely. And I'll put the stamp pad away before I sit my hand in it. There we go. That's what we started with. That was our original one. And then we did this one. I used Melon Mambo instead of Strawberry Slush because I wanted to. Then we did this one, still going the same way, and almost traditional colours with the red and the green, but there is pink in there and there's Pool Party in there and black, a black card base. So there we go. And I love these foil, whatever they're called, foil ephemera, foiled frames and labels. I really like them. If you're in a hurry, they are perfect. And they look really good. And this was the last one. And we just switch things up on the fly because that's what I do and that's how I usually end up in so much trouble. But it says celebrate the season. It's in Fresh Freesia, Garden Green. There's some Misty Moonlight in there. It would have looked nice on a Misty Moonlight base, but I was moving out of my comfort zone, not into it. And we made it up on the fly. With this one, we cut circles and used the leftover frames from the foiled frames to do that one and that one. Easy. And we got 4 in 1 hour and 9 minutes, and that was with me waffling on and losing things and dropping things and doing everything. So there you go. Moving out of your comfort zone for Christmas cards. They still look really, really pretty. And for Australia, they're really, really Christmassy still. So you don't need to do a traditional colour in a traditional Christmas card style to have something that's sensational. I think I'm really pleased with them. I'm really, really pleased with all of them. I hope you are too. So let me go to here, let me go to here, let me go to here so you're not talking to nobody. And then back here, and here I am again. Okay, so I did forget to tell you about the kit sale. Sorry about that, folks. It's over on my Facebook page, Facebook Stampin' Among the Gum Trees Facebook page. The link is underneath me in the discussion box. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, it's again, the link is underneath me in the discussion box. The link to my online store is there. And lastly, if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you really love the products, now is the perfect time to join, because the join offer is sensational and it's only ever been cheaper once, and that was for the 25-year anniversary. They did a $25 join offer, but the value of the kit was a lot less. At the moment, you can pay $60 and choose up to $235 worth of beautiful product, and you choose it. You choose what appeals to you, or you can pay $169, which is the regular starter kit price, and choose up to $344 worth of product. So if you've got your eye on a Stampin' Cut and Emboss or a few of the bigger tools, then that might be a better option for you. Either way, you are getting a lot of stuff as a bonus, up to $175 extra value in your kit, and free delivery to your door. The delivery guy comes and rings the bell and he's got this big box of Stampin' Up! Stuff, and it's like Christmas. It's so exciting. So if you're thinking of ordering, then please, if your order is over $60, seriously consider taking the starter kit offer and building on your order and getting more bang for your buck. And I'm not pushing you to do that at all, but it is to your advantage, because you don't have to do another thing. You can take the starter kit and ring them the day after you get it and say, I don't want to do this anymore. That's it. Or you can come to me and say, oh, I don't know what to do now, and I'll help you, because I was new once too and I didn't know what to do. So we all have to learn. But either way, it's a really neat, crafty community, and you get to meet some nice friends, and you get to have fun doing stuff that you love with really good quality products. So I'll get off my hobby horse now, I'll get off my soapbox, because I said I wasn't going to be pushy, but it's a really good deal, guys. It's a really good deal. And I will tell you that I'll be back tomorrow at 2:30. Same time, same YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll have something fun and exciting for tomorrow too. Until then, have a really good day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. I might see some of you twice tomorrow if you're on the Cheap Stats channel. Okay, bye.